We've been told that sunscreen saves us from the dangers of the sun. But what if that fear is keeping us from one of the most important things for our health? What if the very products we trust to protect us are actually making things worse? This might be the most surprising part yet. If you have ever felt confused about SPF, you're not alone. Quick question before we dive in. Are you team daily sunscreen? I always was, or team natural sunlight? One of my daughters was, and I might be joining her team. But drop it in the comments now. I want to know if I have any company. I want to start with what sunscreen is actually designed to protect us from. Here's the thing. Uh, the elements in sunscreen block UVB rays, which are the rays that cause sunburn. And that sounds great, but here's the catch. Most sunscreens allow UVA rays through. And the UVA rays, well, they don't burn you, but they do go deeper, penetrate deeper into your skin, causing oxidative stress, premature aging, no one wants that, and possibly contributing to certain cancers. And those UVB rays that sunscreen does block, well, they're also the ones that trigger vitamin D production. There is some difference of opinion on this, but it seems that at least some experts believe it is possible that our SPF routine might be blocking the good stuff like vitamin D and letting in the bad stuff like aging UVA rays. But sunscreen reduces cancer, right? Well, it's complicated. As we discussed last week, sunscreen does reduce risk of non-lethal skin cancers like squamous cell carcinoma. Sorry about pronunciation. However, a meta-analysis of research found no significant connection between sunscreen use and melanoma risk. So, yes, sunscreen does protect against some forms of skin cancer, but when it comes to the deadly form, melanoma, the evidence is surprisingly weak. Well, we're thinking some protection is still better than none, right? And the sunscreen provides some benefit. Well, sure, but at what cost? Potentially vitamin D deficiency. And let's look at the ingredients. What is inside the sunscreen you're slathering on? What's going on there? Well, there are two types of sunscreen. Chemical sunscreen, those are the most common. Those absorb into the skin and use filters like oxybenzone and octinoxate, which have been linked to hormone disruption, and avobenzone, which breaks down in sunlight and may create toxic byproducts, say some, and retinol palmitate, which may accelerate skin damage when exposed to UV light. Ironic. But does sunscreen really, get under your skin? Yes. These ingredients have been found in blood, urine, and even breast milk weeks after use. The other type of sunscreen is mineral sunscreen, aka like physical blockers. They use zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. They sit on top of your skin. They don't sink in, and they reflect UV rays instead of absorbing them. You ever notice those bluish white noses like on the surfboarders or the lifeguards? Yeah. The mineral sunscreens are considered safer because they're not absorbed like the chemicals and they don't enter the bloodstream. They are often recommended for people with sensitive skin issues like melasma. The downside, well, they still block UVB, which means vitamin D production might be taking a hit. So to wrap this up, yes, sunscreen offers protection, but not without risk, not without trade-offs. And it's not the whole story because almost no one is talking about this. Our bodies were designed to handle sunlight. We just forgot how to work with it. So next week, I'm going to talk about how to build up your skin's natural resilience, starting with a surprising concept called the solar callus. Yeah, it was new to me. Plus, you know me, simple shifts in diet and other daily habits that might actually help your skin thrive in the sun. So, if you're curious about how to protect your skin without fear and maybe even without sunscreen, make sure you're subscribed. Hey, I'm Eileen, and I reverse the worst of my Alzheimer's symptoms through a clean, low carb diet. That means choosing real foods, whole foods over ultra processed foods. No sugar, no seed oil, limited additives. If you're interested in starting this kind of lifestyle, check out the description. I have some links that might interest you. Thank you for spending time with me today. Thank you for liking this video, commenting on this video, sharing this video. And until next time, let's all stay strong, wise, kind, and good by choosing good food for good health. Bye.